Hello and welcome to another video on Greek mythology by Helinika.com. Today we will be talking about ancient Greek vampires. I know, most of you, like I did, know vampires from Bram Stoker's Dracula and of course from Hollywood movies. But what if I told you that there were stories of vampires since ancient times? Before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel because you don't want to miss on any other future videos. Vampires are bloodthirsty creatures of the night. They're often called the undead. They were once humans, but later died and turned into monsters that seek blood. They're afraid of the sunlight, garlic, and certain metals such as silver. Most of the time, they are depicted as very charming and aristocratic. They were very rich when they were alive. Other times, they resemble what we now call zombies. When they don't seek out blood, the vital force of human life, they want your energy, and in this case, they are called energy vampires. But how did vampires look like throughout history? The most recent version of a vampire in Greece is the Vrikolakas, and we hear stories about Vrikolakas since the 17th century in different parts of Greece, in islands, in small villages, on the mountains, even in areas around Athens. Some people would fear Vrikolakas so much that they would take extra precautions when burying the bodies of people who lived very sinful lives, because these were the ones who would turn into vampires at night, or the ones who were excommunicated by the Orthodox Church. It is estimated that the idea of the Vrikolakas comes from the mythology of some Slavic groups who came into contact with Greek people. This comes as no surprise, thinking how popular these stories are in Slavic countries nowadays. Throughout the years, Greek people started forgetting about the concept of Vrikolakas and started learning about vampires from Bram Stoker and his novel Dracula, and of course from Hollywood movies. However, stories about blood-sucking monsters existed since ancient times in this region. Ancient Greeks were very imaginative and creative when it comes to storytelling, and they would come up with the most terrifying monsters. Well, if you're already a subscriber and you have watched the entire series of Homer's Odyssey here on Helinika's channel, then you should remember that when Odysseus had to visit Hades and talk to the souls of the dead, he had to make a ritual. And during this ritual, he had to sacrifice an animal and feed the blood of the animal to the souls of the dead. So we already know that in ancient Greece they had this concept of the bloodthirsty souls of the dead. Not only that, but there is proof that this belief existed from some burial grounds across Greece and Cyprus, where some skeletons were found with rocks on top of their chest, which is believed to be a protective measure to trap them into their graves. Apart from these findings, ancient Greek mythology includes many stories of undead creatures that targeted people, especially at night. Empusa and Lamia were two vampiric monsters in ancient Greek folklore. Their origins are not clear. Some believe they were the angry ghosts of two dead women, while others said that they were demons. Empusa and Lamia would take the forms of beautiful women to attract young, energetic men who wandered alone at night. These monsters would lure the young men into dark alleys and forests or fields and attack them. They would drink their blood and sometimes eat their flesh. A similar story is the one of Mormo or Mormo. Mormo was a female ghost who targeted babies and young children instead. During the Byzantine times, Mormo and Lamia were considered to be the same supernatural being. In fact, it is believed that the original story of Lamia described her as a ghost that targeted infants. According to the legend, Lamia was a Libyan queen who, unsurprisingly, became Zeus' lover. Hera, Zeus' sister and wife, started to harass the woman by abducting and killing her children as soon as they were born. Lamia became so enraged that started targeting other people's babies. And of course, ancient Greek women would often mention Lamia when their children were misbehaving. Similar stories existed in ancient cultures across the globe. And I would be really curious to know if there are any stories about vampires in your home country. Leave a comment down below and let me know. Okay, I think we covered this topic quite well. If you have anything else to add, feel free to do that in the comment section. And as I mentioned earlier, don't forget to subscribe and never miss a video like this in the future. In the description, you will find a discount link to my Udemy courses for learning Greek. And don't forget to check other videos that I have uploaded here on YouTube. I wish you a wonderful day or night, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye!